Blessings and a merry meet to you, my enchanted and magical angels. Willow here. So, what adventures does Willow's Magical Adventures have for you today? Are we going to stay in the comforts of my home and my den, doing magical practice, cooking, crafting, and all those exciting things? Or are we going to venture into the world? And are we going to go to the fairy realm woodlands, a place of magical, mystical, and enchanted energies? Are we going to connect with the fae, with the elementals, and with all of the energies of nature? Or are we going to stay at home and do it from the comforts of the den? Let's see. Follow me, Willow, and let's go on our new adventures. Enjoy! Whee! Hello and welcome to another show, Willow's Magical Adventures. Hello, my angels. I hope you're okay, my magical and enchanted ones. Hello to everybody in the chat. At the minute, I'm seeing the Paranormal Hub and Scott, and to anybody else that is watching as well. I hope that you're okay. So we'll just wait for a few minutes. We'll help and wait for other people to come in. I hope that you're well. It does. The music's very calming and soothing. It's most definitely something I love very much. So, and it's very fairy as well. So, most definitely up Willows Street. You're managing, Scott. Well, I'm sending you lots of healing and blessings. I hope that you are starting to feel a little bit better with your injury and stuff. I hope you are starting to heal. I'm sending you lots of blessings and prayers your way, if you accept. So, I will just talk, and then as people come in, if I have to repeat myself, I'll repeat myself again. So today's show, as I said to you, I wasn't really going to be doing any of the fairy education till this Sunday coming, but I did do a show on Saturday to do with my garden, which is Willow Valley, which is the beautiful garden and home of my fairies. So obviously I do quite a few streams out there, but I've cut them down a little bit. And to be honest, I find that there's so much more activity, even though there's activity in every single show that I do. When I've cut them down to where they're only having it like twice a week, their activity and what they're doing becomes so much more. So I really enjoyed the show on Saturday, and there was a lot of stuff that went on in there. My lovely sister Kim sent me a couple of pictures and 3 short video clips of some of the really cool stuff that was in the video as well. So obviously what I'm going to be doing is showing you the video, but I have done it in like small clips. So like anything from 5 to 7 minutes, 9 minutes, like I did with the other show, and just like showing you what's going on in it, and we'll watch over what happened. This way, if I do it through the StreamYards, it doesn't glitch, so we'll be able to see it a lot more clearer and stuff. So I think it's really, really cool to get that in, get people's views. And, you know, like, even though we watched it and we done it on Saturday live, it'd be very interesting to see, you know, what we see in the video again, because we may notice things that we didn't notice before. That's good. I'm glad that you accept. So it'd be really good to go over that with you, have a little chat with you guys. If there's any questions or anything you want to ask as well, you can do that. I will say maybe keep the questions until each clip is done, because I will talk a little bit about that clip. And if there was anything I was doing in it or anything that I'd noticed, I will speak to you about it, obviously. So I've been really excited about getting this show sorted. I don't know how many people are going to be coming in. It is the full moon today as well. So happy full moon to everybody. So I'm sure a lot of my sisters and people like that are going to be getting all of their bits out and things. I did put some water out yesterday to get some moon water. It is very interesting stuff. And the Fae are very real. Fairies, Fae, whatever you like to call them, they're all very real. Okay. And they are very much out there. There is quite a few videos of mine that really do show that, especially the one to do with Primrose. So there is no denying. And I've known and seen the Fae since I was 5 years old. So I know for sure that they exist and they are there. And I've always seen and believed in them. And been alongside them. Obviously, I've not worked with them when I was younger, but I would, hang out with them and see things that they would show me, and they would learn me things. And then obviously, as I got older, that friendship and relationship become even more. And I started to work because I was a witch. So I worked with them, and I found that they benefited me in so many ways and helped me in so many ways, just as I have them. And I think that's what's really important about being in communication and contact with the Fae. If you're thinking of working with these sort of energies, then dedication and loyalty and being open to them is something that's really important. And obviously your research and your education about them. It's good that you're still learning. The thing is, even though I've been somebody that's been in communication with them since I was 5 years old, and I have been able to work with them and do things with them through nature for many, many years, I'm still forever learning with them as well. There is always new things that they're learning from me and I'm learning from them. And it's just absolutely amazing. And it does feel so amazing to be able to be given the go ahead to be able to talk to you guys and to educate you. Now, I'm not somebody that's going to sit here and say that I know everything about them. Nobody can know everything about them. But am I knowledgeable of them? Do I understand them? Do I get on with them? Yes. So what better person to learn from than somebody that actually directly works with them and understands their characteristics and understands what they're like, and opening you and learning you that way, and the safe way. Oh yes. And the more that you open yourself to them, the more that you accept them into your heart and into you, and the more you believe, and the more that you're open to being learned and educated about them, the more likely you're to have some sort of experience with them, whether that's seeing them or just sensing that they're around you, all sorts of things. You could just get a glimpse on a phone one day. The more that you open to them, the more that you accept them, the more that you allow them to be in your life and to allow that they're there, the more of a chance you've got of seeing them. Obviously, anybody that's going in with them knows that not every person in this world's ever going to see a fairy. They will only open to those that they want to. But if you're coming into my show and you're physically seeing them, then there is a reason for that, okay? Some people will look at my videos and they'll be like, oh, I just see lights, I see this, I see that, where others can physically see them. So, and some of them you just can't mistake them. I'm not being funny or anything. For example, Faye, I didn't realise they were trans-dimensional. Well, they can go in many dimensions, but the very fact is that they are actually linked to our nature side of our world. Okay, they are in our realm and here, but they're in another dimension, which it lays within it. So they're very much here. They very much can travel into other realms, other dimensions. They're very much connected to many things, but a lot of it is to do with nature. They're not really the types that are going to go looking after buildings and things like that, unless the person that they're working with that lives in a home is at home and things like that. Then maybe, yeah, they would protect the home, they would protect the person. But their way of life is nature and the natural world. So all of the things that grow naturally outside and stuff, this is what they're part of. So it's very interesting. Exactly. You have, Scott, yes. And there are, and there are so many types and forms of fae as well, okay? not every fae or fairy that you're going to come across is going to look human. Some of them are going to look very creature and animal like. That is just what they're like. But the more that you get to know them and the more that you open to them, the more you'll realize that they're all uniquely beautiful in their own different ways. Yes, should you cross the fae? Should you upset the fae? Should you do wrong to the fae? No, because they could easily change their character. But you know, the fae of the light side, the fairies of the light side, they're 9 times out of 10 the ones that will work with humans if you're a loyal person, if you love nature, if you're open to them, if you're a respectful person. If you're not that way, they're not really going to entertain you, or they're going to try to entertain you for the wrong reasons, which you don't want. So, you know, being on the good side of the fae is the best thing to do. I always see wings, Scott. That's good, Paranormal Hub. That's what I'm saying. The more that you connect, the more you believe, and the more that you're accepting to what you're seeing, the more prominent and open they become to you, and the more you see. That is just how it is. And a lot of you guys are very spiritual and very open and very, you know, accepting to a lot of things in this world already. So it's not that hard to accept and to understand that they're out there as well. We're not the only life form that lives. Now, a lot of people would describe that the Fae are in a spiritual realm. They are in a spiritual realm, but they're not in the spiritual realm of the realm where people die and pass away and become ghosts and spirits. They're in another part of that. But they are very much in a spiritual realm because it's not our realm. It's in another place. So exactly, respect for everyone and for other beings, always. That is how it should be. And I think the world would be a lot of a better place if you was accepting and respectful and loving and caring towards all things in this world. You know, there's too many bad things out in this world and too many people that try to turn you away from the things that exist. And you know, I think it's just this time in life now that people need to be awakened and need to realize that all these years that we've been learned that certain things don't exist, certain things can't exist, it's not true. They do. And for a lot of people, they try to hide that because of fear or because they can't bring their head round to understanding there's other things out there. So that's why there's people like me to educate you, to try to make you understand and to show you that not everything is quite what it seems. You get a lot of stories about the Fae and that they're really negative, they're really bad, you shouldn't work with them, they're evil, and that is not the case. Okay, are they mischievous? Can they be dangerous? Yes, if you cross them in the wrong way. But do they go out looking to be that way? No. You know, they want to be able to be in this world and to get on with humans as well, the lighter side. You know, so as long as you're a good person and you're open and you're respectful of their natural worlds and you're respectful of their places of habitat and you're respectful of them, then there's no reason to be worried. I do go off topic. What is tonight's chat? We're talking about the fairies. We're going to be showing you some videos from a video that I done on Saturday. I had a live show on Saturday in Willow Valley, which is my garden, which is the area that I'd made up for my fairies and dedicated to them. And there's been a lot of shows that I've done where we've got a lot of really interesting stuff to do with the fae and the fairies. So I'm doing a recap and review of the video that live that I done on Saturday, and it's really good to always go back over it because you notice so much more in it now than what you do in the live. Even though the live is chock-a-block with all this sort of activity and stuff, you notice a lot of other things, and I think it's really cool to look back at it because I personally really don't get to see what's going on apart from what I see with my own eyes and when I'm sitting on the stream, you know. But because I'm so focused on talking to the people in the chat, I don't see and pick up on everything at that time. So it's really good to be able to do these sort of shows so that I can sit there and have an opinion with you as well, you know, because I do love my fae folk. I am obsessed with them, have been since I was a little girl, and I have got a very deep love for them. I don't do what I do because I'm trying to get credit or because I'm trying to say that I'm better than anybody else or that I can do all of this sort of stuff. I do what I do because I have my love and understanding of them. And I believe that they have a reason to be part of this world and to be understood as well. And that's why I do this. I do it out of love and the fact that I do understand them. So yes, the world does have light, dark, and grey areas, and there's light, dark, and grey areas in all beings as well, including us. Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be good and bad, but not good and bad in the way that you think. You know, like you've got the Fae that are on the darker side that won't entertain, you know, us humans. They can be very mischievous and very dangerous to us and stuff like that because they don't want to be associated with us. But 9 times out of 10, they will just leave us alone unless there's a reason for coming after you. The lighter side are the ones that are more open to communicating with us, contacting with us, and trying to, you know, be accepted. So it's really good to be able to do that. Then you've got the Fae, you know, that can change characters. They can be nice 1 minute and then they're not. But normally this would happen if you've upset them or you've done something that's disrespectful to them and their realm. So it's very, very important to understand that. Thank you. I do know my stuff, believe me. When it comes to them, I do. And my spirits and stuff like that. I'm very educated in that. They've made me be educated in that. That's why. So there's not really I don't know if it's my YouTube and StreamYard going up and down. I don't know how many people are in the chat, really. I can't really see. All at the minute, all I'm seeing is Brother Scott and Brother Paranormal Hub talking to me at the minute. And it does show here as well that there's only 3 people in the show at the minute. Hopefully more people are going to come in and are going to show themselves and stuff like that. That'd be really good because that is the whole point of doing these shows and, you know, educating people. So like I said, I've got the whole video. It was about 2.5 hours long and I've cut it down into 9 minutes or under, okay, so that we can kind of stop after each clip and I can explain what's going on. I can explain anything that I would have been experiencing at that time, and I will be able to remember this as well because I've obviously got them around me and stuff. They will talk and say, oh, that was when that was that, you know, they do communicate. So it is a remarkable era to learn stuff, and more people should be open to learning and less open to disbelieving. And, you know, I think that Willow needs to be one of these people that awakens people. And that is something that I've always tried to do. I'm not trying to push my religion, my faith, or anything that I do onto anyone. I'm not saying you have to believe in it. But I am going to say to you that everything that I catch, everything that I do, and all of the evidence that I've got is all legit. It's not make believe. It's not fake. It's not something that I've made up to try and get people's attention. You know, I'm just me. As you see is how you get it. Okay. And that's just how it is. And I don't believe in faking things. I don't believe in putting things there that ain't there. You know, I'm one of these people that have always been awake and open. And I know there are many things around. You don't need to pretend to be something or see something because they will always make themselves known in one way or another. So it is really good. It's good, Scott, that you're being curious. And I hope that through watching these shows, it makes people more curious and it makes people think, you know, I didn't think about that. Obviously, next week we'll be going back to our educational side of the fairies, and I will be talking about different types of fae, and I'll also be talking about a bit of history and how fairies and witches are connected. So there's going to be a lot of that stuff next week as well. So it's going to be really good. We are on a journey. That is most definitely true, Paranormal Hub. We are. And it's a good journey if you allow it to be. And if you allow it to be open as well. But it's really important. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to wait much longer for people to come in because obviously people are busy and doing things that they've got to do. So I'm just going to get on to doing the first video. I've got them all in order, so we've got them in order. So the first video is 9 minutes and 53 seconds. So this is the beginning of the show. So let's get that up, and I hope that you do enjoy, guys. And I will speak and talk over anything that I'm seeing as well, if I feel to. But really what I want to do is just show the video and then talk to you after. But if there is anything I feel to speak out about, I will. So let's get on with the show, guys. Maybe 3 times a week, just so that they get their privacy and that, guys. You know, I feel bad constantly filming them, and you know, they're not something for show. You know, they're very important to me. So I'm out here today. I had a horrible accident with some stinger nails and really hurt my hand earlier, and my girls helped me to sustain the pain, as well as doing stuff for myself. So what I'm going to do is just turn it this way. So you've got the, I'm obviously not going to have the torch out when I'm out here, but at the minute I have got it on. So there's the fairy garden that way. I need to get it into the mode that I want. No, that's too dark. Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's perfect. I don't know. No. Any other? Yeah, no. It's that one. It's not that one. It's that one. Just lost it now. There you go. Right, so that is the mode we're going to be using. Obviously, I'm going to be moving it on the areas that so you can see them, because they do a lot of activity. So there's a lot of spirit and a lot of fairy energy. We're on 100%, which is good. It should last for quite a while. Beautiful orbs going by already. Please share out, guys. Let people know that I am on. That will very much be appreciated. At the minute, I am smoking a cigarette. I'm not at the minute. It's not lit at the minute, but it is here. We've got orbs and got some strange mist and stuff going on. But if I could just ask all of my sisters and my fam to please share out on their Facebooks and in the groups that we're in. Oh, hello, angels. We can see you. Lots of love. So what I'm going to quickly do is just do my opening to the fae folk and to the spirits. I had set up some food and stuff for them, but something had already been out here and ate from when I'd done it. So I've just had to redo all of that again, like put some more fruit and nut and stuff out for them and some more bread and honey. But it's okay. I don't mind, because I like all animals and all creatures to be fed. But they won't come out now that the phone's here and recording and that. They don't like it when there's light, whatever it is. So I'm just going to do a quick opening to the spirits and to the fae folk. I'll call forth to my fairies, my fae folk, and to my spirits and the spirits of nature, and I ask that you please come forth in this investigation and that you will show yourselves. Please let us see that you're here, as I know that you are. And ask you to please come forth. I only give permission to the positive and the good energies. I do not give any invitation to any negative or unwanted energy. So I ask you to please come forth. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is thy kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. My beautiful fae folk, my fae people, my good folk, my spirits, my energies, please come forward to us. We're looking forward to being around you. Really make yourself be known. Let people see you. Let's have an awesome night. Because I'm not going to be doing this all the time so that you get your time to yourselves. But we're going to do, it'd be really awesome if you can show yourselves, if you wish to. And I give you lots of blessings, my angels. Please come forward. Got some beautiful food and offals and water and stuff to enjoy it. I'll sit out here with you guys for a little bit and see what we get. Can you come forwards, my darlings? Come and see me. Let's bring it up slightly so we can do that. Obviously, we're going to be looking into the corners and the areas where, oh, hello, looking over to where the flowers and stuff are over here as well, because you get a lot of activity and stuff that's going on. There's a lot of spirit orbs and energies about, and there's a lot of flashing lights that I'm seeing. It is just gone over 12, so they do start to pick up their activity as they go along. We're still on 100%, so that's good. That means it should last quite a while. We've got sound right up? Yes, we have. There was a lot of activity on Saturday. A lot of activity. So obviously all in the areas where the shed is and all that area, you see a lot of energy. I will tell you there is no bugs or anything. Out here, it's not very warm tonight because it's been really hot in the daytime. There's no bugs flying around. There's nothing here. I don't keep any spider webs or anything about it. I always clean everything off so it doesn't contaminate any of my videos. So anything that you're getting at the moment is either spirit or it is the fae folk. And there's a lot of them here. As I said to you, there is no energies of the moths and stuff. Around this time of year, it normally starts to get a little bit more chillier and colder, so they don't intend to come out as much. And they're not here at the minute. And to be honest, the light. Yeah, this show's live, but I'm showing the live from Saturday. So this show is actually live, so you will see me after. Let me bring up the thing so you can see me quickly. And dogs and things so you know I'm live. So that's been switched off now. So there isn't really anything that attracts any sort of like creature attracted to light here anymore. And my phone light that I have on my phone really doesn't give off that much light for them to come over to it. So it is good. You see what everyone. You can't see me because it's actually a street thing, but you'll see it in a minute when it comes off. So there is obviously going to be a lot of spirit energy here and spirit energy of nature as well. So I've got a lot of the nature spirits and stuff here. And obviously my fae folk herself. Today I've been out here and I've made sure that all of the flowers that weren't any good anymore were chopped and put away. I made sure I fed every flower, watered it, done everything today, and made sure they had food out earlier. But like I said, some little friend that comes into my garden ate the first lot, so I just had to put some out literally before I went live. So they are happy again. Everything's been cleaned. Everything's been watered at the front side and at the back. So it should be really good. Hello, Scott brother. How are you? I have decided that so much energy going around my fairy education video because I've just not really been filling up to it with all the stuff going on with my mum and I've been so busy. But there is going to be a Willow's Magical Adventures. But I may, like I said, I'm going to probably do a little bit of maybe meditation, maybe just a little talk. I don't know what I want to do yet, but I'm actually thinking that maybe to show this video and just do a little chat thing. I think it'd be really cool. So I'm hoping that they really do show like they normally do and get some really good evidence and stuff so that we can do that. And then next week we'll be back to doing the fairy education because I am still putting stuff together as well. And my aim was to actually start to put the last bits of the video together today, but then I hurt my hand with these stinger nettles and stuff. So, and I've just not been feeling up to it. So it's more than likely going to be that I show this video, do some chat and stuff. Thank you, Sister, for saying that. Like card readings, do a one card for a couple of people and just do that for this week as well. It's okay to take a little bit of a break once in a while because it's a lot when you're having to use all your knowledge and put that all down for people to be educated by it, as well as trying to find other stuff that can be put into that show as well, like other people's views and content from like different websites and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff that I get isn't stuff that I agree with or I go along with. It's just other people's opinions, and I like to put that in to educate people. So this week's not going to be the fairy education, it'll probably be watching over this show, seeing what we got, and just like talking, and you guys can ask some questions, whatever you want to do. Please make sure that you share out, guys, so people are aware that I am on. What I'm going to do is go and sit in the fairy area. And, oh, hello, guys. I can see you. I can see you with my actual eyes, but then when I'm looking at the camera, I can see you as well. There's a light just flicked over near the shed. That is definitely a fairy light. So that was the first video. Now, that one was a really interesting one because obviously you could see a lot of the orbs and stuff moving around. You could definitely see my fairies already starting to make their presence known, and they were doing a lot of stuff. It's truly amazing when you're sitting out there with them. You can feel the energy, you can feel the excitement from them as well. It is truly amazing, and I do really love watching this sort of stuff back, and I love sharing it with you as well. It's truly amazing. And my beautiful sister Kim sent me a couple of like clips and 2 pictures which I thought were really, really cool. So I'm going to be showing them at the end of the show, and obviously talking to you guys a little bit. So, oh yeah, she's huge. She was huge yesterday as well. So we'll get the next video bit up. It is full moon today, guys, so please make sure you enjoy it. Okay, that little tiny light that just went towards the doorway and then back again, that was literally just a little fly. It's not a moth or anything, but that's just literally gone now. It's just gone over the fence. There may be little snippets of bits that have been missed because it's really hard to get the right time scale, guys, but you can see this video in full on my channel. You can always tell when it's an insect and when it's them. You're seeing a lot of energy. So what I'm going to do is in a minute I'm going to go over and sit in a fairy area for 5 minutes and stir the energy up because they do love it. Willow's here. Angels, come and see us. You've got all of your little guys online watching you as well. They absolutely love watching you. Can you show us that you're here? Don't be shy, we know that you're here. I will say that I've still not got round to finding out what it is that eats my stuff as well as the fairies. I've still not been able to catch it. I've come out a couple of times and heard it jump off of the wood bit and run like round the flowers, and I've not seen what it is yet. I think it's a mouse or something. It's definitely not a rat, because a rat would just knock everything off, and they're huge. So it's not a rat. So it's got to be like a little creature, like a mouse or something like that. Little field mouse or something. There's lots of fields around here, so it wouldn't surprise me. And I've got 2 little holes in my garden. I've got one that's going under my shed, and there's one right in the corner behind where the fairy bit is, and the lavender plant in the background. There's a little hole that goes underneath where the stones and the fairy area is as well. So I think we've got a little friend or 2 that are staying under them. Can see your spirits. Can see you as well, my little faith. I can see you doing your little lights. There's hardly any wind or anything here today. There isn't any wind, so nothing like the my little. That's good, Paranormal Hub. It's really good to always use it wisely. Very much light coming off of them, which is good. I can see you, spirits. You're trying to manifest. Are you happy? You excited that we're here? It's still on 100%, so that's good. I don't know how long this is going to last for, guys. I'm sure it's going to last for a while by the looks of it. Just before I was going live, the phone was actually playing up and wasn't charging properly, and it was taking ages to charge. Then the last like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, it just the charging started going really quick. So I don't know what that was all about. I know that my lead's a little bit dodgy, so it's probably something to do with that.
Right, I'm going to go and sit in the fairy area for a minute. See if we can get them to come around me. I'm seeing them flying about, so I know they're about. Coming over, baby.
Now, I'm not sure what that is. A very strange sort of mist, something going. It was coming from the fairy area. Oh my God, wraiths.
There's definitely no bugs or anything about. Nothing. So anything you're going to be seeing is them.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. It won't be in the garden. I've got my fairy areas, and they've got little tables in their fairy area. There's little tables inside, and I'm just going to put their milk and their cream in there. I know that hedgehogs do not like milk, and it's not good for them. It'll be inside their pots. All the pots have got tables and stuff in it, so that's where the milk and the cream would be going. So you do not need to worry about that. And I've been educated a lot by the Fae folk, so I know.
There's some beautiful little lanterns, which I think I'm going to put one just here and one over here. And I'm going to have a beautiful little.
Oh yeah, there was quite a few.
Around these areas. These don't stay on that long.
It was different. I'm not sure what it was, because obviously I had a cigarette out there, but I didn't have it lit at that time, and I wasn't like right near the phone for it to do that. And when I'd finished with it, I did throw it right over like the fence out the way for the time being. And then after I'd finished the show and everything had been turned off, I went and picked the fag butt up and threw it in the bin, because I don't like to litter the ground or anything like that. Oh, I'm not sure what it was, and it was coming from the fairy area. It was coming like forward towards the camera, and I'm like at the side, so that was strange. It was definitely not smoke. I'd have had to be stood in front of the camera and blowing it towards you for that to do that. Yeah, it was coming like right forward to us. It was coming from the fairy area.
One of my flowers I had out the front that had come off, so I put them up there for them to be like the flowers and that. You show me that you're here.
You was 18 minutes behind, sis. Oh well.
Hopefully at some point I'm going to be able to get a better shelter as well, like a wooden one.
Yeah, no, I've always been like that. My auntie and stuff, and the Fae. Well, the Fae were the first that told me, and then my auntie used to say about it as well, because my auntie was a keen gardener and stuff like that, and she loved wildlife. So I've always known that milk and cream and things like that are not good for hedgehogs and certain animals. So it wouldn't be placed out on the wooden bit or on the floor. It would be put inside their pot. And it wouldn't be left out there for long periods of time anyway, because it's milk and, cream. It don't last very long. So probably leave it out there with them for about an hour or so. And then I'd bring it in and wash it away.
At the minute, you're going to be able to hear traffic going back and down the roads, and there ain't somebody who's playing a bit of music right over that way. So you may hear that every now and again. You hear somebody moving around on the stones. You can actually see one. Somebody's walking under here. You see you, baby? I think it's Primrose. She was looking after my hand earlier. Hello, baby. I'll just come up. My hand's okay now. It's still a bit sore, but the swelling's gone down slightly. I do appreciate everything that you do for me, for helping me.
Yeah.
I give you lots of love. That's Primrose and Tiara and for all my beautiful Fae folk.
It was coming right forward. It was coming forward towards the camera.
Fairy doors, and just put a fairy door on my wall. Put one over here on the shed. Because there's a lot of stuff in the shed that they can hide in.
We're on video number 2. Keep count of the videos because I might lose where I am.
Got, like, places to go in and out. I'll probably have to put the fairy door a little bit slightly up, though, so that boo-boo doesn't.
Yeah, it'll probably be them speaking, to be honest. They do like to talk among each other and they get excited.
Put some fairy doors down. I'm probably going to get a couple of little houses as well. And plant them around the flowers on the floor behind them.
The beautiful orbs as well, like my spirits, my nature spirits and stuff are definitely around, as well as my fae folk. There's a lot of movement to the floor and to the fairy area as well. You can see a lot of movement. Oh, there's one of my babies.
I can see you, baby.
Coming to the end of this video, so we will put the next one up in a minute. We'll talk shortly after. So remember, this is video 2. You see like a light or something right in front of me then. And if you noticed, you could see them flying around me. You could see a light that came out in front of me. That was really, really interesting. A lot of activity with orbs and stuff as well. I do love doing these shows and reviewing them because there's a lot that you might not notice when you're live. There's a lot that you do, but there's a lot that you don't. And when you go back over it, you're like, wow, like it's really fascinating. And I do love doing it. And it is interesting. It's very, very interesting. Right, so let's go to video number 3. And obviously in that video as well was when I was starting to connect with their energy. I was starting to really feel them. And they were starting to affect me with their energy because obviously I have fairy link. So yeah, my fairy side of me was coming out most definitely. I'm now looking at the fairies because I can actually hear them walking around on the stones and I'm seeing them and I'm just like watching them and I can see them inside their like little den area as well. So this is what I'm doing at the minute. I'm actually looking at them and I'm watching them and they're so cute. They do love Willow. They love all of their family as well. All of you guys. They love showing you guys. They were very active that night as well because I'd injured my hand through some really thick and big stinger nails. I really badly hurt my hand and had a really bad allergic reaction to the stings. They come up like blisters. Luckily it's all gone down now and it's not hurting. They actually help with that as well. But yeah, it was really painful and it was really hurting. And I was out the front when that happened and I screamed and Primrose come to my rescue and was like, go inside quick, wash your hands, blah blah blah, put some honey on. And and then she just sat there for hours with Liara, like rubbing my hand and trying to take the pain away, trying to comfort me because obviously I do a lot for them and I help them when they've had things happen and they're just the same with me. So
nobody in the room.
they're little cuties. Oh. One of them going up there and then loads of spirit.
How are you, my angel? Hello, Kim.
I know a lot of people wonder if
there's
they
nobody
can
in the
actually
room, but
see
you're
the
obviously
spirits
in here,
and if
so
spirits
obviously
can see
YouTube
them.
and that is playing
Yes,
up
they
again.
can. Some of them.
I can see you. They're definitely around.
It's most definitely a privilege to be able to see them because they don't do that for everybody. Believe me.
Putting a little fire in their recreation area so that they've got something they can manifest into fire to keep them warm. And when it starts to get really cold, I'm going to move their fairy houses inside and have a little area for them in there. And
Reminder to put
investigating
a
inside instead of out
divination
here.
tool on your windowsill for the moon too. It's a blue moon.
But at the minute, it's still
yeah. A divination tool. I'll probably put my cards and stuff out there.
The evenings are not freezing, but they're not warm. But they're not cold enough that they're going to affect my phone or anything at the minute. So. Was that? Oh, bless you. Lots of healing and love to you, Brother Scott.
Yes, what I'm probably going to do in a minute is
I'm going to go back in a minute so that I can actually see what you guys are writing and that, because it's really tiny on the phone and it's hard to see it. But I'm going to leave the guys to show themselves to you and to do whatever. If I see anything really cool going on, I will get them to come out. One of my little babies have just gone past there. I will come back out if I see them do anything. I'm seeing, I think it says there's 6 people in the room. You're very welcome, brother. Right.
I've got an elemental energy that very much keeps an eye on my garden.
I'm going to let you guys see it all
and keeps things in check. And some of my fae folk and my fairies do as well, because they're the higher energies. So this is probably what you're sensing.
And they go nuts when I come back out.
And I have got a threshold protection circle that I've done around my home as well. So that's probably another thing you're sensing.
Show me your round. Blessings.
At the minute, I've got herbs and stuff out on my window. It is very, very cloudy out there. I've just put like my cards on there and a few of my crystals from in here. I've just got to go and get my other wands and my cauldron. And put my crystals, my box of crystals out there as well. I'll probably put Misty out there. So that was video 3. So really, again, really interesting. There's a lot of energy, a lot of things moving around. You can definitely see a lot of activity from the spirits and from them themselves. It's really interesting to watch. And I do love showing my evidence and my stuff to you guys. And I'm glad that you enjoy that. And I know that you guys are busy sorting out your areas as well because of the full moon. So we'll put the next video on. Do you see one of them come up there? The big yellow light, that was one of them. I'm also going to stick out my Mother Earth and my Sister Moon bag that I made. I will say that one of my most favourite crystals has gone missing. Had this witchy crystal. It's amethyst, and it's my witch one, and I haven't seen it for weeks, and I don't know where it's gone. And I'm getting a bit worried about that because I don't want that one being missing because it's really powerful. And if it's in the wrong hands, anything could happen. I haven't seen it for a long time now. It's been ages. My beautiful amethyst crystal that I had. Purple colour. I haven't been able to find it, which is really, really sad. I've had that for a long time. It seems to have disappeared. Yeah, no, I was putting all of my tools out. I had a couple of them on the windowsill, but loads of them I hadn't put out yet. And I was just doing that while the video was running. So I do apologise, guys. And yeah, it probably is the fairies that's took the crystal. It's really beautiful. It's the purple one that I showed you quite a few times. That was the big purple one, amethyst one. No, I've looked everywhere. It's not anywhere. It's nuts. I'll check on my bags and that later because it might be in one of them, but like in one of my like crystal bags, I will check definitely. But I'm sure I have looked and I couldn't find it or anything. Just give me 2 seconds, guys, because my curtains come down. On your bed, please. I've got a lot of nosy Parkers around here. That's it. I'm not sure where it is. Welcome back, Sister Kerry. I'll have a double check. I might be missing it, but I've not seen it for ages. Normally it's on my witchy altar and I'm not able to see it on my witchy altar. So maybe the fairies have took it. It's a very, very, very powerful crystal. And it's been enchanted and everything. And nobody else should be touching that crystal or anything because it won't end well for them because it's only to me. So I'm hoping I find it. I'm hoping it's in one of those bags because I have gone to places and gone away and took stuff with me. No, I don't have it in here. It never comes in here. It's always in my front room. Don't bring that into here at all. So I don't know. I don't know where that is. Not sure at all. I will check because I know that you said something earlier, Sister Kerry, So I will check, but something strange. What number was that? Number 4? Yeah, that's over there, the chest of drawer thing, but they would literally have to throw it over for it to do anything like that. So number 4. So this one's number 5 now, isn't it? We're on number 5 now, guys. Don't forget, it's number 5. 5.1, and then we've got 5.2 because I had to redo that one because it went over the time scale that StreamYards will allow it. So I had to do them 2 again. I was so amazed by like how many orbs and how beautiful the orbs are. Truly breathtaking. Truly breathtaking. That's what I say. Even though I do a lot of documenting to be with the the Fae and that, it is really cool to watch the spirits and stuff as well, and they're very much important in this as well. Like when I started out doing all of my stuff on YouTube, I thought it was all about like my paranormal investigations and paranormal education, but as time goes on, one of my babies had just gone up in the air there. Did you see that? But as time's gone on, I've come to realize that I'm actually supposed to be an educator. I'm supposed to do education, and I'm supposed to show more than just the spirits. I'm supposed to show other energies that I work with as well. And I'm supposed to help other energies and other people. And it's amazing that over time, through doing your work, you realize that something you first started out in doing is only, in fact, a little part of that, because there's just so much more to you. And even though I've always been really gifted, I never thought that I'd be the person that's going to sit here and educate people about, the paranormal, my witch stuff, about other, beings out there and things like that. I just thought it would be my paranormal and just, basic education about spirituality and stuff. But it's so much more than that. So much more than that. And like the business stuff, my business, I'm still going to be doing my business and stuff, guys. It's just, oh, there's another one of my babies. And over there. Oh, there's so many. You've got to really keep your eyes open. The thing is I've put a lot of my business stuff on hold at the minute because of what's going on with my mum. But yesterday I was sitting there. I didn't have a very good day yesterday. I was a bit down and just not happy in my mind and stuff like that. And today I just woke up like really weird and like something had hit me, sort of thing. Not like physically, but I mean like something had hit me and like told me that, come on, you know who you are, and you know what you've got to do, and you know who you've got to be, and you know that gets you through the stuff that you're going through, and you've got to keep being you, and you ain't got to stop things because of other bad things going on in your life. These things that you continue to do will make you feel better. And like my guy as well, my fellow, was like, you're strong and you can get through this, you can get through anything you're facing, and that, and that he's got my back and he's there, and he's a darling. I do love my man, well and truly. He's like no other man I have ever come across. and I don't make it easy for them at times. That's just my head, I think. There's a lot of energy out there, sis Kerry. I've been stood out there on and off today, and I stood out there in my dressing gown earlier, and I could feel the energy and stuff. It was nuts. It'd be really interesting to see how they'd be reacting to it at the minute, because it's full moon. We've got another full moon tomorrow, haven't we? Yes, 2 orbs. It's another full moon tomorrow, I think. It'd be interesting to see how they react, because the fae, fairies, spirits, all of them love the full moons and stuff like that. It does stuff to them as well. So it'd be really interesting to see just how much more active it might be because of it being a full moon. I didn't really feel like doing it today because, like I said, I'd not had a good day yesterday and was feeling a bit down. Oh, my baby again. And I just wanted to take a chill today and just do my videos and stuff like that. And I don't want to film them every day. They're not a circus act, and I respect and love them very much. And I don't want them to feel like they're being constantly watched and videoed and stuff. I think, 2 to 3 times a week is more than enough. 2 times a week, probably. I'm thinking a Tuesday or a Wednesday and a Saturday for their shows. But I have learned a lot. And where I first started out being doing investigations and just doing basic, spiritual education and stuff, as the years have gone on YouTube, I've come to realize I'm so much more than just my investigations. I'm supposed to be an educator. I'm supposed to show other beings and other things. I'm supposed to show people into my world and my witch world, and I'm supposed to do all the things that I do. I'm not just an investigator. I'm so much more than that. That's why I have these abilities and all these things. So, I am blessed, most definitely. Oh, did you see my baby then? And I think a lot of people have probably started out like that. They started out thinking, it's all about the spirits and everything. The spirits are just a very small part of it. There is so much more to who we are. And I'm not here to just be an investigator. I am an educator and a teacher and all those sort of things. I mean, that is who I'm supposed to be. And like I said, my business, I've got to get back to that. I put it on hold because of mum. And today it's like they've gave me a bit of a kick up the bum and like, Sherry, you need, Sherry, Willow, you've got to keep going because what you do is what keeps you strong. And like I said, my man's been really, really supportive as well and made me realise how important I am as well. So, yeah, I think I've been a little bit hard on myself recently. So, and I shouldn't be. You could see her come up from the screen. Did you see that? There was one of them. They flew down the screen and then back up. Like I said, because of where I'm having to clip the videos, there may be little bits that have been missed out because it's hard to find the timestamp areas to start from again. You forget when there's like 13, 14 videos you're putting together. So if you do want to see the video in full without any cuts, then you can go and look at that on my channel, guys, definitely. So right, let's go. So it's 5.2 now, isn't it? It's there. It is there. Just take my little babies. Look, it's so cute. Uh-oh, Willow's turning into fairy. I don't think it's ever the fact that I don't see my fallibility, sis. I'm just my own worst critic. And when really bad things are going on in my life, things seem to get on top of me even more so. And then I start to put myself down and not think that I'm great enough. And I shouldn't do that. And you know, it's proof in like how
Number
everybody is with me. And so
74,
many
we've
people
been on
come to me all
for
the time and like, Sherry, Willow, whoever they
57
like to call me,
minutes.
you're absolutely amazing. You're really good at everything that you do. You're natural. You're real. Oh, my baby there and there. Oh, you know, you're natural and you're real at everything that you do.
You're doing amazing, like
And you know, I've
yours.
had a few people come to me this week and go that, you know, that they will always trust everything that I do. And,
Everybody's loving seeing you.
you know, they know I'm genuine and that everything that I do is out of love. And because of the love that they've done and gave towards me, you know, my energies and stuff. So I'm not here to get famous. I'm not here to be better than anybody else. I'm here for them. And for, oh, my baby there and there. Oh, got spirits and faith flying together.
They are. Willow had an accident earlier. I was cleaning up and stuff, and there was some very, very massive stinger nettles.
Yes, it's true. I know you
on the
do,
front,
darling. But
and they were
sometimes I
huge.
go
And
the next extent and start
their
thinking that maybe I
actual
should just step away from things and
base of them was really thick.
start really beating myself
And
up. And I shouldn't. Oh, there's another one at the
when I
side
picked
there.
them up, I had some other plants with
I
them,
had a good old
and it
telling
stung
off,
me
and
all
my fellow
across my hand,
had
all up
words
my
with me
arm and
last
everything.
night,
And I
and
had massive
my
blisters
energies
and
have
that come
definitely
out on
been
my
telling
hand.
me that I need to
I
pack it in
screamed.
and
Primrose come
that
flying
they
around
wouldn't
to the
trust
front,
anybody else with
and she's like,
them.
"Oh my god, go in, need to wash your hand." So I washed my hand and everything, and I put some honey on because she told me about putting honey on it. And they sat there for hours, just like rubbing over my hand and healing it, but it's
We've
still
all
really
got to
sore
learn
and it
to,
hurts.
sis.
It's really,
And
really,
you're
really
truly
sore.
amazing at what you do.
Luckily, the bruise,
As you say to me, you know what I mean?
the lumps, they've gone down. I can still feel them, but they're not as raised now. But they're so painful. They're really, really sore. Really sore. And Clara and Primrose and Liara coming in because obviously Liara and Primrose were
There's a
helping
few
me
things
earlier.
I've
So they brought
stopped on a
Clara
little
in, and
bit that
Clara's
they're
just
telling me
sitting
I
in the
need to
bedroom
keep
with me, and
doing,
they go
but
rubbing my hand as well.
and
Little
I am
darling.
going to.
They
Some
worry
one's just
about their
gone across the
sister.
window, then into my window. If you're wondering why a lot of my energies go in towards my
We've
kitchen
got 3
window,
days journaling to do. I
that's
can't wait to see them,
because
sis.
I've got food that's inside my kitchen as well for them as well. That little bit there is smoke because I think I'm smoking a cigarette there.
All of my tomato plants are doing absolutely amazing. They're growing really badly. Like there's tomatoes
Yeah,
on my little
I
one
get
and
it,
on my big
brother
ones.
Scott. It's really hard to be easy on yourself when you're that sort of
They
person,
do. That's because
and when you're
I'm their
spiritual and when
sister.
you're open
And from their
and
realm,
things
I'm
like
just
that.
here. They still have to protect me and make sure that I'm all right, just like they do with you, sis, and all my other sisters. They're very connected to me. Been with me for a very long time.
Yeah,
Even
just do it.
Clara, I've
It's
known
not that I
Clara
don't
for a long
see it
time.
in
It's
me,
just
sis.
that
I know it's in me. It's been
she
in me
wasn't
all
meant
of
to
my
stay
life.
with me.
It's
She was meant to
just
come to someone else, and that was you.
sometimes my head
That was you.
kind of
That's who
becomes my
she's meant to be
enemy.
with.
It makes me doubt myself sometimes.
But she always comes to check on me
Oh,
and
look at
check on
those
her other
spirit orbs.
sisters, and
Weren't they
they come and
beautiful?
check on you.
One of my little fairies, and then an orb
I know
went
that they've
over.
even been to see Sister Kerry as well. I don't know if
My little
Kerry's
babies
picked
flying
up on
around
it, but
everywhere.
they've been there as well.
When I say my babies, I do mean my spirits and my fae folk.
I'm always telling them to look over you two and Sister Kim and the other sister, Miss.
And I love you too, sis. I love all of you too. You guys keep me strong. Did you see that? All those beautiful orbs and that. You guys keep me strong as well. There's one of my babies again there.
They do love to help us. And I've helped them a lot. I've done a lot for all of them.
I get that
And they do the
feeling,
same
Scott.
back.
I do get
That's
that
what it
feeling.
is.
I
It's
know what
love.
you mean.
It's
I
not
try
about like
to
getting
take
what
on
I
more
can
than I
get from
can
them and that. It's
sometimes.
love. I
But
do
it's
love
only
them
because of my passion and
unconditionally.
my
I go
love.
to the ends of the earth for my fairy
But
folk,
I get there anyway
for
in
my
the end.
little sisters. You know, I
I
would
just
just like I
I
would you
wish
lot,
my head would stop fighting with me sometimes.
and I have. It proved it today, stinging the hell out of my hand to try and get stuff to make the garden even more protected and make them happy. And I ended up getting all stung up and all sorts. But they're worth it. And I do get what Sister was saying. Sister Kerry was saying after, like the tingling that you get up your arm. you get this like warm tingling, and for some reason it gives you energy. It does give you energy big time. They do take care of me. They
look,
always have,
right
ever
over
since I was a little
thanks
girl.
again.
Ever since.
So cute, my little babies. So yeah, you see them moving around and stuff. Like I said, if you know, you can go and watch the video in full on my channel as well, guys, so you'll be able to see a lot more. Right, let's go to the next video. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Let me just see what everyone's writing. And the best thing we can just do is just keep being us and keep going at what we can. You know, we're, like Sister Drew said, we're all at the levels that we need to be at the minute. You know, we're going how we're supposed to be. It's just sometimes certain things in life can make it difficult. You know what I mean? And you kind of like question yourself sometimes and judge yourself, and you shouldn't. You should just be strong and keep going. We're all the way that we are for a reason. I've found that I've always been really good at giving other people advice, but when it's trying to give myself advice, I'm no good at it. Yeah. We all do that, sister. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. And sometimes you just have something set in heart and in stone, don't you? That, oh, yeah, I'm going to make my string this way and do this. And then you just don't feel up to it on the day and stuff. And we've just got to stop being so hard on ourselves and realise that, you know, we're only human ourselves, as they would say. A very different type of human. But over in the fairy area, like where the flowers and stuff are, you'll see a lot of light flickers in the actual flowers. And there's a few times that I think I can see my little darlings standing in between the flower pots. You see little lights like just show up near the flower pots moving. It's really cool. You can see them walking about round on that as well. Like you can see movement. Oh, you see my babies then. Exactly, we do, sis. We just need each other because we do get each other through all of that crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And we need our family as well. Oh, my babies. Oh, and my spirits as well. All of my babies. I would never get bored of this sort of stuff. This is who I am. I actually do need to get back. Oh, did you see my baby just come there with one of the spirits? You got the spirits flying out and over. Wow. I do need to try and get back to the woodland before it starts getting really cold because I won't be able to go down there when it's really cold. I do need to go back up there again. They do. And also I'd hurt myself, which was what it was as well. I'd really, really hurt myself on Saturday, and my babies are very protective of me. That's why they were like that as well, keeping an eye on me. Did you notice when the delivery guy turned up? Oh, one of my babies there. When the delivery guy turned up, they all come flying towards me. I see them physically. They were all coming towards me. They're very, very protective. It's like they always say, there is nobody else that they would rather be around than me, you know, because I've been with them since I was a little girl. So all of their energy is going up and down. They're very protective, and they're very protective of anybody else that they come to be involved with. But mine and their relationship's a little bit different because they've been with me all my life. So yep, they're very, very protective. Very. Don't ever try doing anything to me with them around because you'll come off hard done. I'm telling you. Don't ever screw me over because you will find out.
is it? So I'm not going to hurt myself. It's fine. Stop panicking.
I swear I've shown this video, but maybe it's like a little bit more because this one's 9 minutes something. Oh my God, sis.
Willow, sit here. I'm 74% that we've been on for 50-something minutes.
This is what I'm saying. You can't get the exact timestamp, so you're going to get bits of the other, you know, the first part. I've got them all moving around.
You're doing amazing, angels.
Oh, I love sour sweets. I love them.
Everybody's loving seeing you.
That was me lighting a cigarette. So you're going to see, I think this is the bit where you see a little bit of smoke coming up in a minute, but you see all the energy's moving at the minute. Yeah, I like the sour sweets.
Willow had an accident earlier. I was cleaning up and stuff, and there was some very, very massive stinger nettles out the front, and they were huge, and their actual base of them was really thick. And when I picked them up, I had some other plants over them, and it stung me all across my hand, all up my arm and everything.
Can't say I've ever had the sour patch ones though.
On my hand, I screamed. Primrose come flying around to the front, and she was like, "Oh my God, go in, need to wash your hand." So I washed my hand and everything, and I put some honey on because she told me about putting honey on it. And they sat there for hours, just like rubbing over my hand and healing it, but it's still really sore and it hurts. It's really, really, really sore. Luckily, the bruise, the lumps, they've gone down. I can still feel them, but they're not as raised now, but they're so painful. They're really, really sore. Really sore.
Oh, sis, not good.
Clara and Primrose and Liara come in because obviously Liara.
Your eyes are warming. They've got to be well sour.
Earlier, so they brought Clara in, and Clara was just sitting in the bedroom with me a minute ago, rubbing my hand as well. Little darling. They worry about their sister. You've got 3 days journaling to do. I can't wait to see them, sis. All of my tomato plants.
Oh, that was when I was replying to a comment that Sister Drew put.
Like, there's tomatoes on my little one and on my big ones. They do. That's because I'm their sister. I'm from their realm. I'm just here. They still have to protect me and make sure that I'm all right, just like they do with you, sis, and all my other sisters. They're very connected to me. They've been with me for a very long time. Even Clara, I've known Clara for a long time. It's just that she wasn't meant to stay with me. She was meant to come to someone else, and that was you. That was you. That's who she's meant to be with. But she always comes to check on me and check on her other sisters, and they come and check on you. I know that they've even been to see Sister Kerry as well. I don't know if Kerry's picked up on it, but they've been there as well. I'm always telling them to look over you.
Don't put 4 in then, sis. Just put 1.
The other sister, Mystical. They do love to help us.
Just look at those orbs.
And I've helped them a lot. I've done a lot for all of them.
Oh, one of my babies has just gone up in
And
the
they
air.
do the same back. That's what it is. It's love. It's not about like getting what I can get from them and that. It's love.
And
I
again,
do love them unconditionally. I go to the ends of the earth for my fairy folk, for my little sisters. You know, I would, just like I would you lot.
I did see that.
And I have. It proved it today, stinging the hell out of my hand to try and get stuff to make the garden even more protected and make them happy. And I ended up getting all stung up and all sorts. But they're worth it. And I do get what Sister was saying. Sister Kerry was saying after, like the tingling that you get up your arm. You get this like warm tingling, and for some reason it gives you energy. It does give you energy, big time.
Personally, I think I might have pressed this video twice.
They do take care of me. They always have, ever since I was a little girl.
It should have been number 7,
Ever since.
and I went to number 6 again. So we'll go to number 7 in a minute. Don't forget number 7. Yeah, there is a lot of activity, a lot of... I swear I just see like some weird like misty thing show. Okay. Right, number 7. That was an interesting video though, but I've already showed that one and spoke about that one. So let's put number 7 on.
Since I was a little girl, and they always will. Willow is very, very important to them. Most definitely. You show my babies. Oh, you clever, clever babies. There is, yeah.
They are clever babies.
You've definitely got my spirits around as well. I'm talking to you as well, my babies. My little darlings. All of them look after me, my faith folk and my spirits. There's somebody over near the ivy. Can you see that? There keeps being a light or something that keeps flickering in the ivy. Clara loves that area. So does Primrose. And they also like on top of the hut. Oh. Hey.
Oh. You see a light on the floor and a light come up near the camera. They're my little fairies. Ooh. And there. And there. Oh. Oh, and there.
You coming over to see
They're
me?
everywhere. And again.
I can see you moving about.
Yeah, slugs get everywhere. I had them on my patio floor and stuff. I have to get a stick and just move them. I don't like killing them or anything, but I have to move them because, yeah, I don't like the feel of them. Ugh. No, 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 no. Oh, I could guarantee you, sis, they do. They all line up waiting and watching. And have you noticed they always know when I'm going to come back out as well? Because they start going nuts. It's crazy. You definitely see them all start going towards me and going nuts when this delivery guy turns up. Oh, my baby there.
Hey,
there.
babies. Oh, my God. I see that.
Whee! I don't mind snails. I love snails, but slugs, I don't dislike them, but
see you.
They eat your plants and stuff. You have to make sure that you have to check your plants because they eat them and everything.
You know. 25? Yeah. Don't know if it's them over there. No. It might be these flats.
Okay.
because this is number 11, so it ain't
Yeah.
these ones.
There is a map showing this. 25 fixed code.
25
I think this is
fixed
the
court.
part they all start coming. Yeah,
Court,
they're
but
all
I'm sure
coming
these
over.
are
Look,
fixed court as well.
they're like, oh my god,
Yeah,
no,
maybe look on there and see
leave
if
my
there's
Willow
there is
alone.
a few people up, so it might be them.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Delivery guy.
Yeah,
Did you see how they just went? They didn't even bother moving when he come over to the fence. They're like, oh, nope. No, they're coming back.
they very much protect Willow. All coming over. The spirits and my fae folk.
See you, babies.
Yeah, no, I know they're not very good for doggies. I always make sure I check him and everything when he goes out. Oh. Yep. Yeah, they're not my favourite thing either, Sister Drew. Definitely not.
That's all right, no problem.
That is the slugs I'm on about.
Yeah, they are, but they went all like still when that guy come over with the pizzas and that. Oh, I see you, babies. He's gone now.
Little baby, look, it's moving about.
Oh, I see you. You're coming back.
Okay,
Oh.
sis, lots of love. Love you.
Wow. I see you there.
It was.
We're on 69%, and we're
Aw.
on an hour and
Dogs are the
8
best thing
minutes.
ever. Best companions. God, look at them all going there. Look.
Oh, this car sounds like it needs to be mended. Oh.
See them moving all in the back and over here and little lights flickering. There they are again. My little babies. It did, very much so, Sis Kim. It did sound sick.
Yeah,
Sounds like it was going to give up its ghost.
The Willow's Magical Adventures tomorrow. Oh, I see you, baby. Like doing a review and looking over it. I was going to do the Fae education, but I'm not up to doing that this week. Oh, I see you,
Yeah,
babies.
no, I know the feeling, Sis Kerry. Mine are all inside. I have a windowsill that directly faces where Sister Moon is. So I just keep them in the window.
Would you like me to come and sit with you? Yeah?
to charge in the 3 moons and the 3 days. Oh, that's good, sis. At the minute, I'm actually picking up on them, like moving around in this area and flying around me. I'm seeing them. You can see one just showed above my head, a light from her. Yeah, that's fine, Brother Scott. Anywhere that just make sure you can get good signal, because I need to be able to see and hear you when I do the reading. Should be interesting. Already picked up on a few things about you earlier. That one was really interesting. You could see them a lot more in that one and moving about. I've got grey hair at the minute, guys. It's really bad. I'm going to be dyeing that tomorrow, so don't worry. You know, you could see them moving about, doing their thing. Really, really interesting. I most definitely love doing these shows. And I'm privileged to be able to learn and show you guys them. And they love being around you guys. So, number 8. Remember number 8? That's good, brother. As long as you get good cell signal, that would be no problem. They were moving quite a bit, Brother Scott. I agree. They do when I'm about, and especially if there's been people around them as well. Yeah, hopefully no slugs, sis Kerry. Hopefully not. At the minute, I'm just picking up on their energies around and the energies of the spirits, the energies of them. It's really starting to tune into their energy and into my fairy energy. Even more so when I get on the floor.
Sister Willow's going to get you some fairy doors and stuff. Is that cool? There's some other little houses too. Scatter them around the garden in the areas that Dash can't get to, obviously. Put some across here and keep behind the
In this, I'm talking about the new lights I'm going to be getting, because all of my lights in my garden have some reason stopped working, apart from the ones in the fairy area, but they don't stay on very long. So I'm getting some beautiful butterfly trees that have got lights in them. I'm getting 3 little lanterns. One's going to hang up where the little gifts are hanging. 2 will be down on the floor, one near that chair where I'm sitting and one on the opposite side, near where the wooden altar bit is. The butterfly trees are going to be where my patio is, and then I want to get some wall lights for my fence. Now in this one, I am picking up on my fella that always comes to me. He's an elemental spirit, and I do believe that he's from the graveyard. and he comes all the time when I'm live, and he goes in my shed and he bangs, and then he'll come out, and you'll see my response and my reaction in a minute when he comes out. Every time I see him, he seems to get bigger. It's nuts. See like a really dark shadow, big shadow, like over the shed. You see my faith folk flying about everywhere. He's the one that brought Primrose back when she got injured.
What are you doing? This guy is a joker. He's like sitting there.
Oh, look. They're all flying. The little babies are flying around me. They're really going to love when my milkman starts turning up, because they're going to be getting fresh milk with some cream in it. One of their favourite things. And it's one of my favourite things as well, so I can't wait. There's no milk and cream that's quite like your milkman one. Definitely not. And I'm also going to be getting some eggs and stuff from him, and getting some of my milkshakes from him as well, and some of my pure juices, my apple and my orange juice. So I'm looking forward to that. Not only that, it's more environmental friendly, because I'm not using plastic or anything anymore. Then I'm just using the glass and putting it out, and he'll take it. So I know that my fae and my fairies and my spirits are so happy that I'm going to do that. That was just something I really wanted to do, but there hasn't been that many milkman people around, so it's really good that I had somebody knock on my door on Sunday saying about it. So yeah, milkshakes I love. Chocolate milkshake's my favourite, and strawberry. I love strawberry milkshake, but chocolate's my favourite. So I'll probably be getting a chocolate milkshake and getting a strawberry milkshake on a Monday and on a Thursday. And I'll be getting a bottle of orange juice and apple juice on a Monday and Thursday, and then my 2 pints of milk. I love bananas. But for some reason I don't like them in milkshake though. Strawberry and chocolate are my weaknesses when it comes to milkshakes. So at the minute I'm actually channeling into my fairy energy, and I'm channeling into them, and I'm sitting there and I'm taking in everything that they're doing. I think I see Sister Drew say about that as well. Oh, did you see my baby come out near me then? And a few of them flying around me. Drew said in the chat on the day of the stream that I was connecting. And they're actually dancing and stuff at the minute, and I'm like laughing at them, and I start dancing with them. That's when you know the energy's starting. Oh yeah, they love it when Willow dances with them. My spirits are there as well. They like it as well. I've got to get back to doing my musical streams. My spirits and my faith folk love that. They miss that. Here we go. Look, they're starting now. Look, you see them all moving. They are so adorable.
My bum, guys.
And I most definitely did get a bit of a numb bum when sitting down on there as well. Stones are not really the most comfortless things to sit on. Only I would be like that. Oh my god. They love it though.
Oh, my little babies. They're going
Welcome back, sis.
back over there now. They were
I was
with
just
me,
doing
and
my
they've
little
gone back over.
dance and they're going crazy.
See you, sweet boys.
They'll start even more in a minute because I do another one.
Oh, a little spirits
Oh,
as well.
oh,
I could
oh.
hear and feel all of you around
The
me.
spirits and me,
I had a
little
couple of them
faith
on my
folk,
shoulder.
they all love when I dance. Like I said, I do need to get back to my
my
dancing
head.
shows and musical shows. They love it.
Oh, you big softy.
So cute. So yeah, there was a lot of activity. You could see that they're very protective. You can see that they absolutely love when I do the dancing. That's when you can tell that I'm channeling into my fairy energy and channeling into their energy. And Sister Drew did mention that in the chat when they were saying what's Sis doing, and she said she's connecting with their energy, and that I was. So next video.
Drew. Come and dance with you guys. What are we going to do then? Right, I'm going to try and show you what they're doing. Doing right. That's so cute.
Oh, they're so cute. They do. They're little movers, definitely.
An energy.
They do love to dance.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, there you go, my baby.
You're joining in now.
So many of my babies.
Yeah, I'll go and sit back down with them in a minute. My bum was getting numb sitting on the ground. I think they really liked it sitting on the floor because they were like proper like around me. I could see them moving around, dancing, all sorts, walking around me. And the big guy come out of the shed.
Oh yeah, definitely full steam ahead. There's no denying that. And yeah, I do have a very giddy, playful energy, joyful energy.
I'll come and sit back down with
Most
you now,
definitely.
guys. I just need my bum to come back to life.
Oh look. Oh my. And now I'm telling them to like move out the way because I could see them walking around near me and I didn't want to sit my bum down on them. You can see them moving. Did you see that? Like moving away.
Oh. Quite a nice sit, actually. funny I couldn't get in those little fairy houses, eh? Maybe when I visit with you.
I will say this though, I've got this male fairy energy that's took a great liking to me for some reason. Every time he sees me, his eyes like light up, and he starts doing this weird like territorial sort of dance thing, like he's trying to claim me or something. It's so funny. His head starts bopping side to side, and he starts doing all this weird. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, and all of the like girl fairies sit there giggling at him. It's so funny, but he's so adorable, bless him.
Light up the glory, eh?
His name's Laren. It's really cute.
We'll just felt somebody touching my leg.
Sorry, brother Scott, you'll get a laugh in a minute, 'cause I'll show you what he does when he sees me. His eyes go so big, I'm surprised they're still in his head. And then he just starts doing this weird, like, Sarah mode, I guess, to Willow. Keep telling him that he's going for the wrong fairy girl. He needs to go for one of his little ones. He ain't having none of it.
Very grateful for your helping her today. You've got lots of treats, and I'm going to put a little bit of cake out for you later. You want some cake? Yeah.
He has this most biggest cheeky smile on his face as well. He is really cheeky. He's definitely never too far from Willow. What am I doing? I've got like stiff legs. I think I'll do a little shimmy in a minute. Oh, so cute.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can see them moving around near the flowers. Scott's laughing. Look. Don't think Rudy would be too happy knowing that there's some like fairy guy that's took a liking to me there.
There's definitely an energy over near the shed bit. It's a lot of movement. Guys, I'm going to go in for a little bit and let you have the time to yourself with the guys, and I'll come back out in a little bit. You're on 59%. So we've got a while yet. I will come back out. I love you all. Lots of blessings. Well, Willow's going to be in here. I'll be back on the computer in 2 seconds, guys.
so cute. Yeah, you missed where I was doing all the dancing and that. I was just saying that I've got a male fairy that tries to serenade me. I think he's trying to woo me. He's took a liking to me and that. And his eyes pop out his head every time he sees me. And then he starts doing this weird, like, territorial dance at me, trying to impress me. And he does impress me, bless him. But I'm most definitely the wrong type of fairy for him to be going for. Bit big. And I've got a man. But he don't seem to care about that. Look at how much of them are coming out now. Can definitely see movement down near the flower pots. There's definitely looks like somebody like something little walking back and forth. Oh, my little spirits. Yeah, he's really cute. Really, really cute. He's human. He's human looking. He's got the most darkest hair and he's got beautiful green eyes. He is beautiful. But no. Oh. He's cute. Oh. They're all cute. Can you see them moving around near the flower pots and that, guys? So, when this little fella comes and I'm there, right, I'll come out in the garden, if I'm in the woodlands, whatever it is. If he sees me, right, he goes, really big smile, and he starts doing this. And I'm not staring at him, he just proper starts going in like this thing, like proper like busting his moves, like trying it, you know. Oh, guys, if you see it, it's so cute though. I'm not going to get up and show you what he like, but his feet are proper like going like this, and he's like proper going. He's so cute. It proper like it's nuts, but it is just so adorable, and he's so lovable. Bless him, he is so cute. Oh, but when he does it, it's just and it's like proper like goes for it. Like he's so cute. There you go. If you want, if a fairy starts doing that to you and he's male, you know what he's doing. He's trying to get your attention. Proper goes nuts. Oh, his eyes are just like, he's definitely into me. Oh yeah, it definitely. And he does his tribal, like he'll start swinging to the side, and he's like, oh, one, and that way, it's just like, oh my god. Oh, but he is the most cutest thing I've ever seen. and it will never change, believe me. So next video, I know, Kerry, I know. You ever see a little guy come up to you and start busting his moves across your floor? You know what's going on. You can see them all in the fairy area. Oh, you can see him moving about over there, look. Yeah, my ex. Yeah, no, we're not talking about your ex, sis. We're on about like a little cute fairy guy. He starts dancing to you, you know what he's implying. He's got little hots for you. He is so cute though. Do you know what? I'd love to see my man do a little, you know, tribal dance for me. That'd be so cool. I bet he could move if he put his mind to it. Oh, look. I'm all moving about. Bachelor number 1, please stand forward. He well and truly stands forward, believe me. Oh, did you see that? Oh, he knows he's got competition. He knows he's got a fella, but it don't seem to faze him at all. Oh, good, Kim, sis. That's good that she come to see you. Bless her. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I think he's watching the video. So, baby, you need to do me a tribal dance. You need to bust your moves, baby. Love you. Did you see that? I don't know if he'd go as far as putting fairy wings on him, but I think it'd look quite sexy on him, to be honest, having fairy wings. Confirmed. He's probably sitting there thinking, what the hell? It's definitely more than enough for me, but I would love to see him bust a tribal move for me. And that's good. It's good that they come to see you and make sure that you're okay, sis. Bless them. That's cute. LOL, watch out, Rudy. You know, he watches, but he never types. He's probably too scared to be honest, especially if he's hearing stuff like this and be like, what? Yes, sis. You'll probably get a lot of energy, to be honest. Might just pop by again. He probably will. It's not very often he writes in the room. He just watches. You're going to pop in on the fairies. What do you mean, sis Kim? It's actually really, really windy outside today. Got my my little babies. Got my educational fairy videos to make this week as well. Can see a lot of them moving around out there. With spirits, with fairies, all going everywhere. Now, I think she's saying that she was going to go upstairs and that she was feeling super energy tonight. Oh, coming to mind, more than likely. They are known to do that, like bring people to their areas and stuff like that. And that is what my garden and stuff's for, to bring you guys to it and experience them and experience being around me with them and that as well. God knows what tonight's going to bring you then, Kerry, because it's full moon. Had the most bizarrest dream of fairies last night as well, actually, thinking about it. I was there and I was with the fairies and we were all dancing and stuff like that. And then Sister Kerry made some weird, had some weird like thing. Oh, did you see up there? Had some weird visit last night where she said she could see that one of them's sitting on my hand and things like that. I was seeing all types of them though. I was seeing like the human looking ones and the ones that are not so human looking, but they're all having a great time. They're really, really cute. I have quite a few, been having quite a few dreams like that recently. Oh, my baby's coming out. Oh. All the orbs coming. The fairies, that little lights are showing above the shelter. Yeah, I get a lot of my fae folks sit on my hands and stuff like that. They're very comfortable with sitting on top of like my shoulders, my hands, everything. Yeah, standing. Yeah, they stand, they sit on my hand, they sit and stand on my shoulder, on my head, anywhere they want. More than likely, Kim. More than likely. You see them all flying about. When I was a lot younger, I remembered having this dream where I could see loads of people sitting around in a circle. Didn't know half of the faces. It was probably you guys, but we were all sitting in circles. And I just remember being floating above everybody and looking down at everyone and that. So more than likely. Half the size of a Barbie doll. Yeah. They're normally anything between, 4 to 6 inches tall. Yeah, very interesting dream. But back then when I was younger, it scared me because I didn't know what it was about. But as time's gone on and all of the things that I'm in communication with and stuff, it kind of makes more sense now and what I am. So it's all right. You missed the tribal dance that the male fairy that's took a liking to me does, sis. You'll have to watch it back. It's so funny. You'll crack up. Everyone was laughing. I've got a little fairy guy that took a liking to me, a young one. He's lovely. And you've been working hard and stuff, sis, so I do understand. Do not worry, my angel.
where he's making jokes saying that Rudy should dress up with a fairy wings on and do me a tribal dance. I wouldn't mind to see it. That light there, did you see that? These are quite long streams, but then the streams themselves are not normally short. The thing is, you could go out and set it for just being an hour, but so much happens out there that you don't want to just leave it on an hour because so much activity goes on. My next fairy show is either tonight, which is Tuesday. It is Tuesday now, isn't it? Yeah. It's either tonight or it's going to be Wednesday. It's cute, sis. You'd laugh your head off. So I just prepared everyone. If you see a male fairy come towards and start doing a very masculine sort of dance for him, then you know what he's trying to do. See the lights over here? Okay, sis Kerry. Yep. That would be fun. I think you'd probably laugh. It is so cute. Should go and watch it, sis. Make sure you watch it back and go and look at the bit where I talk about him and then I show it. I show how he does his head and his top part of his body. It's so funny. Yes. I hope you sleep well, Kerry, sis, if you do fall asleep, Angel. Same as my sister Drew and all my angels in the room. They have their ways of wooing their women, believe me. Just as the women do for the men. Okay, sis Drew, love you lots. Night, night. That's okay, sis. That's good, Kim, sis. Love you lots, sister Drew. Night, night. Blessed be. And thank you for coming in. But when you are awake, sis, make sure you go and check that bit out. It's so funny. Oh, lots of energy moving about. Oh, orb. And another one and another one. And another one. That was a fairy, that one. And there. So cute. Yep. Same sisters. Same here. UK. See them? Oh. Again, guys, I will say to you though, when you're in my live shows where I'm doing the Willow Valley Garden, if you can get like little video clips and pictures of anything that you see that's really cool and send them to me, it really does help. You can do it through Messenger, through my email. It's all on my YouTube channel. There's details for it. I just think it's really good when you get like little clips. Sister Kim sent me a few little short video clips and two really cool pictures, which I will show you at the end. My spirits. How many more videos have I got of these videos? Let me have a look. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So we've got 2 more. One's 9 minutes 19. One's 9 minutes 33. Then we've got 2 6:06 and 1 6:48. And then it's Kim's little videos. See that one? Oh, my little baby there as well. There was one. That looked like Liara. And another one and some spirits. Hello, Tiggs. How are you? That's good. I'm glad that you're okay. I've got a little friend flying around. I could imagine, Brother Scott. Yeah. I'll say hello to you from Sister Drew. She's actually gone to bed, bless her. She's tired. I'll tell her that you said hello. Got 6 people in the room. Hello, everybody. Lots of love, light, and blessings. Hope that you're all enjoying the show so far. As I said, we will be back to doing some fairy education shows this Sunday coming. And see, little baby, you keep flying around. Hello. Right. So yeah, we're going to get on to the next video. We're going to try and get through these videos and that, but that was really interesting. Again, lots and lots of orbs, lots of my fairy folk about. Got a really sore ear. These earrings are not real silver, so they keep making my ears sore. Yeah. My little fairies and my spirits. Ooh. They love their garden. Yeah. Oh, look, there again. Oh, there's definitely many. And again. And again. Up again there. Did you see that? But you've got to remember as well, with some of the fae will be around all year, but other times, there's a few types that are only out at certain sort of seasons. So once those seasons come to an end, they're not normally around very much. They'll find somewhere nice and warm to stay. So a lot of them will probably end up going inside my house. There's my other baby again. So that's why I can't wait to get my fairy manor, because then there's like a place for them to keep them warm and keep them safe, because not all of the fae like to be out in the winter and the cold weathers. Like they're still around, but they're not outside as much. It was, yeah. Yep. You've got my spirit people there as well. Oh, did you see her? The wings and everything. Oh my god. Slowly upwards, yeah. Just coming from the fairy area. And again, look, 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 look. And then, oh, over near the fairy area. Spirits are going nuts. My little babies. They love being around each other. The spirits really love their energy because they're so playful and joyful, the fairies. Yes. Ooh. Yeah. There's a lot of lights that fly at the back. That's where the fairy area is. The fairy house is, and that. It's very active there. You can see a light that keeps flickering out as well. And again. Hello, my babies. You're so clever doing that. I do speak out loud to them because they do listen to me. And I have noticed that there's a lot of movement to the bottom where the stones and where the flower pots and stuff are. You can see like little lights and movements like within the flowers and around the pots. Oh, did you see that? You can see the little lights flashing. They were very active right up till I ended the stream. And after. They just came in and sat with Willow then. What I would like to do this week is clean a little area in my front room to make my little area for my brownie. They are adorable. Got one more 9-minute 33 one, and then the other two are just over 6 minutes. This one's nearly ended, this one. So yeah, a lot of energy, a lot of things moving around. You can see them moving about. You can see the spirits moving about. Really active in my garden. I know that the activity is going to die down a little bit in the next few weeks because of how cold it's going to get here. But then I'm going to take my live streams into doing it inside the house. I was saying about bringing my fairy houses in, but they were saying not to leave the fairy houses out there, like just they'll just come and stay in here anyway, because I've got like boxes and areas and places where they can hide and, you know, sleep. I've got a cupboard that they can go into. I've got another cupboard with my books. They love being in with the books and stuff like that. They said I don't have to bring the houses in if I don't want to, but I still think I will. I'll see how they feel. I'll put the fire thing for them out there. If I had my fairy manor, I wouldn't mind so much because I'd just leave the houses out there because they'd be able to just come in and stay in the manor, but I haven't got the manor at the minute. And I'm just worried about them freezing, and I don't want them to freeze, but I'm sure they're used to the climate. But some of them are not keen on the cold. So I'm debating if I should just like do some little temporary cardboard houses and just put like some little beds in there and things like that, just to keep them warm, and stick them in a hiding place. Like I've got a table underneath my got a table, and underneath there's like a massive gap. It's got bits in there at the minute, but it's under the table, so they'll be hid and nobody goes near the table or anything. So it might be good to just put a few of the cardboard houses there and, you know, just make them pretty, put a bit of ivy over them and stuff. So you're probably going to see some more DIY, like fix it up stuff just for the short time. And the brownies, I probably enjoy them as well. So I am debating and determined to be doing that. But I need to also do my PVA glue on the beds and get them hard. And like I would like to get some nice blue and reds and yellows and brown colours for them and paint up the beds for them. And I've got this really cute white lace stuff that I'm going to use for their quilts and stuff like that. Make them some pillows. I could probably make the pillows out of ivy, to be quite honest. Like just bunch a load of ivy together and put some string around it and have a bit over the top of it that they can lay on, and then just have their little blanket and stuff. I think it'd be really cool to do that. Next video. So yeah, probably some more DIY coming. No, of course they won't be upset if it's made for them, yeah, but you would have to have the intentions of wanting to have them around. You'd have to be all right with having them around and stuff like that if you're going to make things like little houses and stuff like that. It would be 3D printed. Yeah, they'd love anything. A little gift, something from your heart. Yeah, definitely. They'd love that. They would not be upset with that at all. Like when I get my fairy manor, my godmum's got loads of like little samples of like wallpaper, you know, ones with colour in it and ones that look like brick and stone and stuff like that. So I'm going to be decorating the whole place up with like that sort of stuff, making it look very natural looking for them, and putting like ivy over the house and hanging down the sides of the house and across the front over the bit that closes and opens. They're having their own little chimney put in there as well. There's going to be a chimney that goes throughout the house as well. And what I can do is put my incense sticks in there and candles, and it can give them warmth. So that'd be really cool. My goddad's making that for me, and he's going to do it so it's all safe and it don't catch fire or anything. But he's very talented that way.
So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I want to find bits of like barks of tree and stuff and just stick it in like corners in the house. I want them to feel very much in their habitat, but you know, they've got their house in my home. I'm going to be putting their fairy manor house in front of my bedroom door. So they're not going to be that far from me. Yeah, no, definitely, brother Scott, do that. They'll absolutely love it. They like anything that comes from the heart. The Fae are very much for that. There is a spider that was going up the wall a minute ago, and there was a spider on the wall, yeah. You can see the bugs. You can tell that they're bugs, you know what I mean? The ones that are on the windows and stuff. You can most definitely tell the difference between your fae folk and your spirits and an insect or a bug. Most definitely. You see all the lights flickering there? See my babies? And all my babies with the orbs? Ooh. If you're on about that thing that's in the corner, that's a sticker or something, I think. Hello, Faye. Yeah, definitely. Make them something, Scott. They will appreciate it. Like I said, I think I'm going to make their little houses for them and stuff. I've got loads of cardboard boxes that I could put up and, you know, make them little houses. Oh, here they come. On the window or on the curtain, there's a spider. Not seeing anything, sweet. Oh, yeah, you can see it moving. Yeah, that looks like a spider. I think it's on the glass. Oh, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't call myself a landlord. I'm not a landlord. I'm, you know, their sister. But, yeah. Oh, that's really going really quick, though. That's really weird. That's definitely a spider. It's going up my window. We'll soon be able to tell if it's on the outside or... But to a lot of people, I guess I am a landlord, but no, I'm not really. I'm family. Yeah, it's a little spider. My faith flying around. Yeah, I'm family, but I'm giving my house out for them to have somewhere to stay, I guess. So I guess I am a landlord, I guess. They just don't have to pay. They just help and do things for me as I do for them. That's random. Where's it gone now? It might have fallen on the floor then, because I don't see it now.
We're on 37%. That's good. How you doing, my angels? Sister Kim, yeah, I think you do need to get a bracelet. I don't think it has to look exactly like the one you see in your dream, but with those stones in it, I think it's going to be very beneficial for your journey and for everything that I spoke to you about in your reading, and to help you to understand, to go forward. and to help you to like overcome the things that maybe affect you that were from your past up to now. So I do think that's really important. I'm just going to go and sit over with them for like a few minutes, and then I'm going to
Yeah, it's gone.
like do my thanks to you.
Yeah,
guys,
I think it
and
was
then
as
I'm gonna
well.
be
Ticked,
shutting off
because it's not there now. It's definitely on the curtain.
I don't like to be on too much with them. I think 2 hours, 3 hours is long enough. It's been just over 2 hours. I don't like to overdo my time with them. I like them to have their time. Hey, babies. Willow's going to come in soon.
Oh, my little fairies are going around everywhere. And my spirits are flying as well.
So amazing.
Yeah, I do. It was definitely on the curtain because you can't see it now. If it was on the door, it'd still be on the door.
Between the time when the sun goes down and all the way through the evening, all the way up till the sun comes up, is when they're meant to be the most active. So it'd be really interesting to see what it'd be like just as the sun starts to go down.
So we've got 2 more of these videos. So we've got 2 that are 6 minutes long each, and then we've got the little short videos that Kim Sis sent some clips of my show. This one, a couple of really good clips of some energies and Fae energy, and then she sent me 2 pictures as well. It does really help when people help by doing that, like when I'm live, getting any of the clips of anything you see that's really cool, getting any pictures. It's really good because then I can put them into like little shorts and stuff like that.
I'll be back in a minute, baby.
I think that's really important. So you had the most recent dream, and I was seeing stars, and as if I was moving towards them, and then could see doors. Stars. What sort of star was it? Was it a 5-pointed star? Was it a 7-pointed star? If it was a 7-pointed star, then that's a fairy star. It's known as a fairy or elven star. It's interesting, brother. Right, let me bring the other videos up. Might have been a pentagram. But there are some people that still use pentagrams when, like, communicating with the fairies and stuff. They still have just pentagrams around them. They don't normally. Some of them have like the elven star, the fairy star, but some of them just stick to their pentagrams and that. And you know, the fairies, spirits, they respect any form of star anyway, because they're all like a very important symbol in our sorts of spiritualities and stuff.
In the air and that, so I'm definitely going to be in the next couple of days putting their little fire thing out for them because it is quite cold.
And the really good thing about the stars as well, which probably some of you don't realise, is when you look at the 5-pointed star, which is known as the pentagram, it illustrates a human form. You've got the head, the 2 arms, and the 2 legs, where the fairy and elven star represents the fae, because you've got the head, you've got the wings, you've got the arms, and you've got the legs, which makes 7 points, where the pentagram represents the human form. for Earth, you know what I mean? So that's the head, the 2 arms, and the 2 legs. So it's very interesting. They're very, very interesting.
Actually quite nippy out here, guys, and I'm a bit worried about them getting cold. So what I'm going to do
It is good to know,
is
and
put
it's
in their
true
little
facts.
fairy
Oh, my fairy there.
fires and just put it into their home bit. So they've got their little cooking pot so they can do all their hot food.
This is their little fire that I bought them.
Which is here. So cute. What's happened with that? It's a bit, for some reason.
That's good though, brother. Maybe it's premonitions of your past. It doesn't have to be premonitions of your past from another life. It could be like when you were younger as well.
Fire. And it just stands above, and
There's a little fire.
Cook.
It just stands and they can cook their hot dinners to keep them warm, and they can also manifest fires to keep warm. It did, yes. If they're little and it's not orb-like, it's my fae, which a lot of that you've seen. And then the orbs do it as well. Yeah, the fae follow me in and out of my house. There you go, there again. If you want about like that, that's my fairy. They're my fairies. It's so cute. And I'm just putting the fire into the house for them. Don't know what's happened to my hair there. It's gone all nuts. Should be that way, that's why. Definitely got fairy hair, that's for sure. And we've got one more video for that. Yeah, they do. They always do. Very protective. And they love my house. Lots of hiding place. So obviously in this one, I'm just putting the fire and their little cooking pot and stand in there for them so they can keep warm. Obviously, what you've got to remember is the Fae are magical creatures. So anything you put out, even if it's not like something they can eat or drink, they can manifest that into something real. They just look at it and they see that and they can manifest that into the energy that they want. So because it is a fire, they can manifest that into being so that they're warm. You've got to remember the Fae are very magical creatures. Oh, you can see them flying around. It's like when you make your tables and your chairs for them, even though you only do them a few, they'll be able to manifest that to being more. They can put that in their realm because their realm's a magical place, and the realm can be within your home, your garden, whatever. You know what I mean? If you're open to the Fae and you're accepting to the Fae, then anything that you use or make for them, they can use that in your realm and in theirs. So it's really, really cool. Oh yeah, no, they do. They've got magical power. I've seen them manifest things from things I've made and that, and make more of it. It's very interesting to watch. It's like you put one house of each out there, they can make that house into 10, 15, 20, 30 houses if they wanted to, because you put it there for them to be able to do that. So that's why you do it. And even though, like, oh, you see my fairies? Even though, like, oh, hello, my babies. Even though the houses are really small and you're probably sitting there wondering, well, how would they get in it? They're very tiny. And when they go inside their realm, I've been inside it because I astral traveled. There was my fairy again.
The temperature is starting to drop.
I've astro travelled into the fairy houses and stuff, and to their realms and stuff like that. And you'll find that when you go inside that house, the house is huge inside. Like it'd be like walking into your own house. It's huge.
Their recreational area.
They're very
magical. There's a
magical.
little area where it's
Very magical.
perfect. And now they can just use that to keep them warm in their homes and things like that. And they can cook. In the summer, I intend to do the food and put the food and stuff out for them, because
You kind of get sucked into the house and you're like, whoa, it's tiny. How am I going to get through there? And you go tiny and you go through it, and then it's just huge, massive
as well.
And it's like, wow.
And I'll keep putting my offerings that I've always put out.
It's really, really cool. But some of the most magical beings ever.
Light up on the things and then turn off the lights seem to just start working again. So what I'm going to do, my angels, is I'm going to let them rest now, because I have been on for just over 2 hours and something, and they're probably really wanting to rest now. They do a lot of work and have to go out doing.
Oh, bless you, Kim, sis. Yeah, you can have some random dreams, and you never can quite understand why you're having them. But
you, and you know, they know
there's always something in dreams, I guess.
They know that
always trying to tell you something.
Looks out for them and stuff. And I think, you know, they've had enough today, and that they should be resting now. So I'm just going to close off the area, and I send you lots of love and blessings.
So obviously I'm finishing the stream now, and I'm going to like give my thanks to you guys on the video, obviously, but I'm just shutting off their area now because I don't believe in invading them for too long, and I want them to be able to be comfortable and at peace at my, you know, in their area, and that's very important to me. So, you know, I always know when, you know, enough's enough, and when they want time to themselves. I've been around them for so many years that I know what they're like, and I know because I kind of get that feeling as well. Like, yeah, no, I think enough's enough. Like, they are very secret and very private creatures, even though they don't mind showing themselves to you and that, you know.
Cut off of here, and I'm gonna just come.
Don't overdo it with them. You have to respect them that way. They're not here for show, even though they want you guys to see them and they want you to be educated and things like that. You know, you have to give them their space as well. It's very important.
Have a good evening, and lots of love to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, sis.
My angels, thank you for coming in and for joining and for
It is.
supporting me, the
It
Fae
is.
and the
And I
spirits.
very
I
much
love you all very
understand
much,
my faith folk,
and
and I
hopefully you're going to
understand
tune in for
how
my next
important it
show
is to
on
show them
Tuesday
respect and stuff like that.
with them.
I
And
always
obviously
make
do not
sure that
miss
when
Each
I'm
Mother,
actually
which is with
closing
my
off that I
Willow
shut
Tragical
it
Adventures, where I'm
online so
going
you
to be
see.
talking and going over the
And
script of
you
this
know, because
video.
they still fly
There'll be a
around even
couple
though I
of
put
tarot
the
cards,
fence
just
bit
one card
over,
for each person.
but then they'll just start
If
to
I start
settle
to do
now
any more, I
because
will,
they
but
know that,
I'm
you know,
aiming
they
at
can
just one.
settle now, they ain't got to
So
worry,
hopefully you
and
tune in. That'll be about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
they
So
normally go into their
miss that. And
houses or
obviously
they'll
keep an
go
eye
in
on my
with
channel for
me.
any other stuff that's going on.
A
Please
lot of
check
my
out
fae
Sister
folk
Mystical.
stay in
She's
my
got some
house,
amazing
and some of them
investigations and
stay
she's got
in
an
my little
amazing
houses
channel.
I've done
It's
outside.
Mystical Love and Light. Also check out my
The
sister
ones
Drew's
that are
channel.
like
She's
around
absolutely
all year
gorgeous
round
as well.
and
That's
not really
Drew's
bothered by
Paranormal
any
Vlog
type of weather,
Scotland.
they will stay in
And
houses
check
outside.
out
But
all of the other amazing
that's
people
why I am
that I
debating if
know
I
as
should
well,
bring
like
the houses in. I
from
think I should
Chasing
just
Bacon
leave them out there and
Spectres,
make
and
their little
Kelly's putting
cardboard
things up
ones,
on
like I
her
said,
channel,
and have
and
the
her to
cardboard
own
ones
stuff. So
inside of
please
all
go
of the
check
other ones.
out all of the amazing people in my chat.
Put them under the
Lots of love,
tables.
light,
I've
and
got
blessings to you all.
2 tables I
May you
could do.
have a
Well,
blessed
one of
night.
them's got a
I'm
Hoover on,
Willow,
so I can't
sending you
use that
lots of
one.
love and
But
blessings, and thank
I've
you for
got
watching. And
I've
I'll
got
see you
the
all
table in
very, very
my
soon for the next show.
front room,
And
which
remember
is
to
my
stay
nature
magical and stay awesome.
and
And I'll see you all, my magical,
shaman altar,
charming
and then I've got
angels.
a little
Very
one
soon.
in the
Bless be.
hallway that's got my musical bits on it. I could put that under there as well,
And
but
don't forget to
I
hit
would just
and
have to move their
like
little
this button
boxes
as well and get it all
when
out
I'm
there.
going out,
And I'll see you all
so
very,
that
very soon. Bless be,
Boo Boo
angels.
can't
Night,
get to
night.
them. Put them on top of my like sideboard or something. So that was all of the videos from the stream on Saturday. Again, absolutely amazing. Lots of activity from the fae folk, from the fairies, lots of activity from the spirits and the nature spirits. Just so much activity goes on in my garden. And I was doing it quite regularly, the streaming and stuff. But then, you know, I got to that point where I was thinking, no, you know, I don't want to do that much. I want them to have their time to themselves. So I'm only going to be doing it about 2 times a week. So it's either going to be a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I've not decided yet. And then definitely on a Saturday. So there's always going to be a show on Saturday watching them unless it's bad weather. But like I said, I am going to start doing the investigations and stuff inside. And if I'm setting up these fairy houses and stuff, they most definitely will come to them. Obviously, I'll make them look very nature-like. So I'll put all ivy over them. I'll put bits of bark to make for beds, and they could lay on the bark and have like, you know, I could even get the bubble wrap I've got and just turn that and put that in there, put a blanket bit over it, and then just a little quilt thing for them. You know, it'd be really good because with the bubble wrap, I could twist the bubble wrap to make a little pillow on the end as well, and put that onto like their wood bark and stuff. And I think they really, really love that. And obviously, because I don't want to use the ones that I'm making that I've done out of tin foil. I've made the shape of the bed out of tin foil, and I'll PVA glue it, and then I'll remove the tin foil and throw the tin foil away because don't use any form of iron, all that sort of stuff with the fae because it's not good for them. But if I'm making the house, it's not for them yet until I've made it. So I'll be PVA gluing the beds around the foil and then just remove the foil, and they'll have their little bed base, and then I'll be putting their, you know, leaves and bits in there because some of them like to lay on leaves, some of them don't. Some of them like moss, so I could buy some fake moss, which is what I'm going to do as well. I want them to really feel at home, and I think that's really important. So I am going to definitely buy some, you know, moss. You could probably even get like fake tree bark and stuff offline as well. Just stuff to make their beds and make them feel more at home. Like I said, putting all of my fake ivy. I'll put a few real leaves and stuff into their homes as well, so they feel very at home. They obviously won't need fires because they'll be very warm in my house, but they'll have somewhere that they can stay and sleep and things like that. So it'll be really cool, and they'll make that how they want it to look. You know what I mean? They'll make it their own way. I put the basics in, and they'll put all of their extras they want in there and all that sort of thing. You won't be able to see it, but they will. Yeah, dacron filling for the bed, or dacron filling, yeah. Moss, I'd probably more go for like the moss and stuff like that. You can even get like you know, like the stuffing that you put in pillows. Could even do that and just sew it into some little cloth bits and make like little beds for them and stuff like that. It's going to be really interesting because I don't really want to use all of the bits that I've used and made for the fairy manor, because that is for the fairy manor, you know what I mean? And I've still got loads to do yet. I've got a few tables made. I've got some little shelving units, which will be their kitchen sides. I've got like little bed bits. Obviously, they're going to have their little chimney. He's also making the staircase that goes through it as well. There's lots of bits you can buy online to put into the fairy houses as well. So I'm going to buy some of the bits too, but a lot of it I'm going to be making because, you know, when it's from the heart, they love it. They really do. Exactly, Sis Kim, exactly. And I will make these things like live so you can see what I'm doing and stuff like that. I think it's really important to show you guys how to do things, and a lot of the inspiration comes from them as well. So they would be showing me how they want it. And they, you know, they have put across about the cardboard boxes for houses and just putting like ivy and some real leaves in there and making their little beds. So they don't really want much in there. They just want that, maybe a little table or something so they can sit down, you know. It's not hard. I can buy some little tables offline. They're not really that expensive. You can actually go on eBay and on Amazon and that, and you can actually get sets of tables where you get 3 or 4 tables with chairs and stuff like that, and just have that. No, just the basics: a bed, somewhere for them to sit. You can even go as far as getting little bookshelves with books and stuff, just to make it just a little bit homely for them, and then they'll just add what they want into it and do their own thing. I'd have a little tiny little counter part as well in there where I would put their offerings, like their bread and honey, their milk and cream and stuff like that. So yeah, they'll be very, very happy. Right, so let me show you the clips that sister. First, I'll show you the pictures that she sent me, which are really, really cool. Then I'll show you the 3 little short videos. And then I'll sit and talk to you for another 5 minutes. And then I'm going to come off because it is really, really late. And I've been on for 3 hours and 21 minutes already. So this is one of the pictures that was caught on the stream that I've just shown you. This was sent over by Sister Kim on my messenger. Now this, I do believe, is probably a spirit orb, but you can see something very strange in the middle of it, which is really weird. Like, there's definitely like some weird spots inside that, and I'm not sure because it does look very. I think there's quite a few energies in that, to be honest. It looks interesting. You can definitely see something at the bottom. You can see 2 little fairies at the bottom. You can see like 2 little energies at the bottom of the orb light sort of thing. There's some little lights here, which is really cool. And then the next one's really, really cool. Now I know this is one of my fae folk just caught in light apparition. So this is one of my fae folk caught in light apparition. Sometimes when you catch the fairies, they don't always look in their human form. You'll just see them in a form of light like that. It's really, really cool. Really good catches, Sister Kim. Thank you for sending them. And you know, there's a lot of energy around. You can see a lot of energy in that picture. Not just that, you can see things in the background that are not as prominent or as visual as that, but you can see it. It's absolutely amazing. So they're the two pictures. Really, really interesting pictures. And then I had the videos, which I thought. So then you've got this. You can see them moving around, the fairies and the spirits. Really, really interesting video. You can see them moving about, flying about, doing all the amazing stuff. See something go past my screen then.
Oh.
It's crazy. Whoa. That is a fairy. My reaction makes me laugh at them. You can see them flying about.
He's gone now.
Really, really amazing catches this. I need more of these.
I see you. You're coming back.
Definitely see the spirits, see the fae, see the fairies. They're most definitely around.
Wow.
Phenomenal little clips that you sent there, sis. Oh, I do love them. They're really, really cool. So yeah, they were some of the clips that Sister Kim sent me yesterday. Really, really cool clips. And pictures. Yep. Yeah. Oh, it is, but sometimes like the energy forms, they look different when they're on camera, and that, especially when you're trying to catch them after and stuff. They'll show more in their light forms and stuff like that. But you could clearly see in the videos that, you know, it's them. You can see the way that they were moving, the light, everything. And it was on a lower speed, so you could see them because they were really, really, really quick in normal speed. Because I did go back and look at the sections that she'd done slower to see, and they were going really quick. So I know it was my fairies, but you did see a couple of energies of the spirits there as well. It's really good. Yes, their shapes can shift, most definitely. And it all depends on how fast they're going as well. It can change the shapes of them as well. So, and the camera can't always catch them in the element always. Sometimes it is in a light form or a very strange looking shape of a light, you know. They are very, very fast creatures, so their shape can most definitely shift. They are phenomenal little beings, and they're absolutely amazing to be around if you know what to do with them. As I said, takes a lot of research, study, and understanding them before trying to attempt to work with them, because they are a complicated energy to work with if you don't understand them. And if you don't understand how to not cross them the wrong way and things like that, you could put yourself into some danger, you know what I mean? So it's really important. And that's why these sort of shows are really good to watch, because you can be educated and learn how to do and how to work with them safely and keeping on the good side of them as well. Because the Fae are a very particular sort of energy, the fairies as well. You know, Fae and fairies. The reason I say Fae and fairies, because even though some people class them as the same thing, some Fae and fairies are completely different. You know what I mean? They're not the same. So it's really important to understand that energy and understand about them, their beliefs, their ways, how they live, the things they like, the things they don't like, things you shouldn't do, things you should do. You know, it's very important before even thinking of working with them. Because as I said, they can be very complicated to work with if you don't know what they're about and what they do. And they're not really the sort of being and energy that likes just anybody starting to work with them. They do like you to have an understanding for them. And they also like you to be somebody that's really connected to the natural world as well. and not just by just nature and stuff, but doing things for nature as well, like your recycling and all of that sort of thing. You know, all of the stuff that keeps the environment safe and nice for them, for animals, and for us. You know, they really believe in all of that, and I think that it's really important to, you know, educate and learn you about that, and learn you about their ways, because they are very much real. They are very much here. They are around us all of the time. It's just a lot of us do not have the capability to see them or to understand them or anything like that. And some of us do, like myself, you know, and it takes people like me and others, you know, to educate you and to show you that way about them, and, you know, give you the best possible advice and way forward. And I, you know, if you're not somebody that's seeking to work with them, I wouldn't go putting fairy doors and fairy houses in your garden, because even if you've not opened to them or called them there, putting fairy doors and fairy houses, if they see them, that's looked at as an invitation to them, you know, because that is part of them. It's their houses, it's their doors, you know, that's what it's made for. So if you're not somebody that's wanting to communicate or work with them, you just find them fascinating, then don't go putting fairy doors and stuff around, because you'll have energies around you all the time. You know, some people still do, and they just don't acknowledge them, but then they probably wonder why things in life, their lives go wrong, because you're kind of giving them that opening, and you're kind of showing them that, you know, you're accepting them. So to them, that's that you inviting them into your life and into your territory. So you need to be very careful of all of that. But if you are somebody that's wanting to work with the Fae, learn and educate about them first, then maybe consider putting houses and stuff out. I wouldn't go inviting them into your house straight away either. Like I said, you know, get to know them, talk to them outside, or if you are going to invite them in the house, don't say that you're giving that house to them to stay. Just say that I invite you to talk to you. I want to get to know your energy. And once I get to know you well, and I know that I can trust you, then I've not got a problem with you being here, and that, you know, you can trust me. You know, you've got to make it very clear to them, because, as I said, they are very particular beings, and they don't take lightly to being misled and stuff like that, or being falsely brought into something that somebody's not wanting. You know, they don't see that as being right or fair, which it isn't. You know, don't go putting things out that's associated with them if you've got no intentions of wanting to know them. It's not really that fair, is it? So when you do that, you're giving oath that you're going to protect them, and you're going to do good for them, and that you're going to, you know, be that sort of person they expect you to be. So that's why I say it to you. There's still going to be people out there that go and put fairy doors and fairy houses. That's up to them. But I'm just giving you advice and things, you know. In the end, it's really up to you what you do. But I would take advice from somebody that does understand them and has got to know their ways for years. And I've got to know their likes and their dislikes and things that they represent to being part of them, and things that are represented to them being invited, and things like that. So I've learned a lot of stuff through them. So it is really important to remember that. It's very important. And you're very welcome, Sis Kim. You are an angel for doing that for me. I'm really grateful that you did that. And it really makes me happy when people get bits of evidence and stuff like that. It really does make me feel really good. I've really, really enjoyed doing this show. And I've really enjoyed showing my preview and, you know, the evidence of the show on Saturday that I did with them. And I know that a lot of you guys was in that show, but it's really nice to go back over the content and everything, because you can see things and maybe things that we missed. It was a really good show. Oh yeah, mosquitoes are not great. Yeah, at night time, yeah. You're very welcome, Brother Scott. You're very welcome. And Sis Tiggs and Sis Kim and Sis Drew and all of the angels and everybody there that's been in here. I do appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and I hope that you have found it quite inspiring and you've enjoyed seeing everything. Again, thank you to my beautiful sis Kim for getting the pictures and the videos. Oh yeah, that's the problem. Mosquitoes, when it's really hot, are around more at night. I've had a few in here, but I've managed to get them out by opening the window and that. But yeah, I know what you mean there, Tiggs, definitely. Remember to tune in this Sunday. We'll be back to doing fairy education. And as I said to you, I will be talking to you about different types of fae again. And I will also be talking to you about how fae and witches link, and probably some other really cool bits that I've got to do with them as well. So I hope that you do tune in for that. That'll be about 11 o'clock. So you will definitely learn more stuff. So make sure that you tune in for that. Keep an eye out for Sister Mystical's channel. Go and check out her new videos that she's done with her investigation if you haven't yet, and any of her like shows and stuff that videos that she puts up to do with her workings and stuff like that. Go and check. That's Mystical Love and Light. Also go and check out Sister Drew's channel. That's Drew's Paranormal Vlog Scotland. You've got Pups from Chasing Bones and Spectres, which is Danny. You've got loads and loads of people. Kerry, she does a lot of stuff on Twitter, but I know that she is trying to get YouTube up and running as well, and she was in the room today. So please, if you haven't supported her on her YouTube channel, please go over and do that. It's very much appreciated. And just support each other, because there's so many amazing people in my chat and in the other chats, and we all are a very close family, and we're all very welcoming to other people. So we are more than happy to have you all here. So again, I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and I hope that you've enjoyed your time with me and with the Fae again and with the spirits. And I will see you all again on Sunday. I will have other shows and stuff being posted up this week as well. I will be doing a few things and stuff like that. So lots of love, light and blessings, my angels. And thank you for watching and for being here. And I will see you all very, very soon. And a merry parting. And have a blessed evening, my angels. And thank you again. And good night to you all. Sweet dreams. Blessed be. And night night from me and the Fae. And from the spirits. And from Dash Boo Boo. Night night. Merry meet, everyone. Willow here. I would like to thank you for watching my new series. I hope that you are enjoying the adventures, whether they are inside or they are outside. I hope that you tune in for the next episode to see what other adventures I have to take you on. I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and thank you for watching. Merry parting and blessed be.